During the revolution, the government and the church had turned deaf ears into the petitions like how they treat people. We know that we don't want to be poor, but we just want to be treated fair. Because all of us are just people. The only difference is just the state of living. But my main point is, in the revolution time, this government and churches are being turned deaf ears in this kind of petitions. That poor people should not be experience this kind of nonsense things because I know it gives them a hard time.
La Liga Filipina was a group created by Dr. Jose Rizal on July 3, 1982 in the Philippines. The aims were to unite the whole archipelago into one society with equality for Filipinos and the Spaniards in the Philippines. So why did La Liga Filipina fail? They have failed because of the differences in principles among its members, and they also failed to achieve the reform they wanted from the Spanish government due to their own personal problems such as illness and money for their own interests had added to the overall needs and problems of the group.
Bonifacio is considered father of Philippine Revolution after he spearheaded the establishment of secret revolutionary movement Katipunan to fight Spanish colonization in 1892. The Bonifacio-led Katipuneros inspired many Filipinos and groups to launch a nationwide campaign to overthrow the colonizers.
The Katipunan, officially known as the Kataas-Taasan, Kagalang-galangang Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan, was a Philippine revolutionary society founded by anti-Spanish colonialism Filipinos in Manila in 1892. Its primary goal was to gain independence from Spain through a revolution.
Emilio Jacinto is known as the brain of the Katipunan because he is in charge of the military decisions. The Katipuneros use his book Cartilla as a guidance in resisting the Spaniards.
Apolinario Mabini was the first Prime Minister of the Philippines, known for his powerful intellect and political savvy. Mabini was called the brains and conscience of the revolution. Before his untimely death in 1903, Mabini's work and thoughts on the government shaped the Philippines' fight for independence over the next century. Apolinario Mabini was born the second of 8 children around 43 miles south of Manila on July 23, 1864. His parents were very poor. His father, Insencio Mabini, was a peasant farmer and his mother, Janisha Maranan, supplemented their farm income as a vendor at the local market.
Pio Valenzuela y Alejandrino was a Filipino physician and revolutionary leader. At the age of 23, he joined the Society of Katipunan, a movement which sought the independence of the Philippines from Spanish colonial rule and started the Philippine Revolution. He was a member of the committee that was tasked to smuggle arms for the Katipunan from Japan. He was also with Bonifacio, Jacinto, Procopio, Bonifacio when they organized the Katipunan Council in Cavite.
Jose Palma was born on June 3, 1876 in Manila, Philippines. He was known and recognized for his brilliancy in description and delicacy of sentiment. Palma is considered to be a man of feverish inspiration who had tenderness, nobility, and correctness in his lines. Jose Palma, whose poem Filipinas was later adopted as the national anthem. After the United States had taken over the Philippines, Spanish was gradually replaced by English, and new writers began to use that language as their medium.